When you reach your 40s, something begins happening inside your body. Quietly, gradually, almost imperceptibly. Medical science has discovered that cancer risk starts rising at this exact point, long before most people ever feel different. But when you cross age 50, that risk doesn't rise, it explodes. Why does the human body change so dramatically at this age? What switches on? What shuts off? And what can you do right now to protect yourself? Today we're going deeper than anyone ever does, into the biology, into the aging process, and into the truth. When scientists analyzed millions of medical records, they discovered a subtle but consistent pattern. Around age 45, cancer risk begins to quietly creep upward. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't strike like lightning. It moves slowly, like a tiny crack forming beneath the surface of a building, invisible at first, but growing. At this stage, your cells have been dividing for decades. Each division is a copy of your DNA, a masterpiece with billions of precise letters. But every copy has a small chance of including an error, a misprint, a mutation. In your 20s, these errors accumulate slowly. In your 30s, they pick up pace. By your mid-40s, the accumulation accelerates. This is the first hint, the whisper, that your biology is changing, but the real shift comes later. Researchers discovered something shocking. At age 50, cancer incidence doesn't simply rise, it surges. The increase was so sharp, so sudden, that medical guidelines across the world were redesigned around it. Colonoscopy at 50, prostate exams around 50, mammograms more frequently after 50, skin checks, blood tests. Why? Because something fundamental in the human body weakens at this age. Not instantly, but undeniably. Age 50 is not a number, it's a biological turning point. At birth, your cells divide with flawless precision. In your 20s, copies remain strong. But with each division, the protective caps at the ends of your DNA, called telomeres, shorten. By age 50, these caps are significantly shorter, and the copying process becomes more error-prone. Imagine copying a book by hand for 50 years. Page after page, day after day. Eventually, a misspelled word appears, then two. Then a sentence becomes distorted. It takes only one dangerous mistake, one cell dividing with wrong instructions, to begin the long process that leads to cancer. Your immune system is your body's internal police force. Every day it patrols your bloodstream and tissues, searching for abnormal cells. Cancer cells appear constantly, thousands of times per day, but your immune system eliminates them before they grow. However, after age 50, the thymus, the organ that trains immune cells, shrinks dramatically. White blood cells become less efficient. Inflammation rises. Detection becomes slower. Cells your body would have destroyed in minutes when you were 20 may now slip through undetected. This isn't your fault. It's biology, but understanding it gives you power. For half a century, your body has absorbed the world. Every hour of sunlight, every chemical in the air, every stressful season, every night of poor sleep, every inflammatory meal, every toxin, every hardship. These exposures don't harm you immediately, but over decades they create microscopic scars, tiny injuries to DNA. When you reach 50, the bucket is full. Hormones don't just regulate mood or reproduction. They guide cell repair, stability, and growth. For women, menopause dramatically shifts estrogen and progesterone, hormones that help regulate cell growth. For men, testosterone declines year after year. These changes weaken cellular protection. And that vulnerability is exactly what cancer waits for. Cancer is often silent in its early stages, but sometimes the body whispers. Unexplained weight loss, deep fatigue, new lumps or swellings, changes in bowel habits, lingering coughs, unexpected bleeding, new or changing skin spots. Most people over 50 dismiss these signs as just getting older, but these whispers should never be ignored. Age increases risk, but knowledge increases power. 1. Screenings, the #1 lifesaver. Screenings detect cancer early when survival rates can reach over 90%. colonoscopy, mammogram, PSA test, skin check, blood work. These aren't chores, they are lifelines. 2. Nutrition, protecting your DNA. Food is information. It influences inflammation, DNA repair, and cellular function. A diet rich in whole foods, plants, fiber, and antioxidants protects your cells from the inside out. 3. Movement, the body's natural chemotherapy. Exercise boosts immunity, reduces inflammation, enhances circulation, and stabilizes hormones. Even a 20-minute daily walk lowers cancer risk. 4. Remove the 2 biggest accelerators. Smoking and heavy alcohol use are responsible for countless preventable cancers. Removing them lowers risk almost immediately. 5. Sleep, your nightly repair cycle. Sleep isn't rest, it's repair. During deep sleep, your body repairs DNA, kills abnormal cells, and resets inflammation. 6. Stress control. Chronic stress weakens immunity and disrupts hormones. Your emotional health is a core pillar of prevention, not a bonus. The 3 most important actions you must take now. If you want to actively reduce your cancer risk starting today, there are 3 actions your body needs more than anything. These aren't small changes, these are transformations. 1. Stabilize your blood sugar. Cancer cells consume glucose at a rate far higher than normal cells. Frequent blood sugar spikes from processed foods and sugary drinks feed the very environment cancer thrives in. But stabilizing your blood sugar starves the environment. High fiber foods, healthy fats, clean proteins, steady meals. You weaken the fuel cancer prefers and strengthen your defenses. 2. Increase oxygen in your tissues. Cancer loves low oxygen environments, stagnant tissues, poor circulation, shallow breathing. But movement changes everything. Walking, stretching, deep breathing. Oxygen-rich tissues are hostile to cancer. Healthy cells thrive. Damaged cells struggle. 3. Reduce chronic inflammation. Inflammation is the silent fire that damages your cells. It weakens immunity. It distorts DNA. You can put out that fire. Eat anti-inflammatory foods. Move daily. Sleep deeply. Manage stress. Avoid processed foods. In a low inflammation environment, cancer has a harder time taking hold. And while these 3 actions form the foundation of cancer prevention, there is something else. Something powerful. Something your body was designed to do, but most people never activate. It's not just another habit. It is the body's built-in reset switch, and it deserves its own category. Fasting and autophagy, the body's internal cleanup system. There's a process inside you right now that can destroy damaged cells before they become cancer. A process so important that scientists call it the body's internal recycling and repair system. It's called autophagy. Autophagy identifies weak, malfunctioning, or mutated cells and dismantles them, burns them for energy, or replaces them with healthier cells. And the most powerful way to activate autophagy is fasting. Intermittent fasting, time-restricted eating, occasional longer fasts under professional guidance. These aren't trends. They are ancient biological rhythms built into your design. When you give your body time without food, it finally has time to clean house, to repair DNA, to destroy damaged cells, to reset inflammation, to stabilize blood sugar, to strengthen immunity. Fasting doesn't starve you. It starves the weak, dangerous cells you don't want. Everyone reaches age 50, but not everyone understands what it means. It's not the beginning of decline. It's the beginning of awareness, the beginning of wisdom, the beginning of power. Cancer does not happen overnight. It is a process, and processes can be interrupted. If you're watching this, you've already taken the first step. Awareness saves lives. Take care of your body. Listen to it, protect it, and remember, the years ahead are worth fighting for.